They'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Well, this past season was tough for Abdullah. Foot injury costing him the last 14 games of the year. And that was a big blow. They could never really get that running game going, could they?
It changed everything for them because Theo Riddick, who is his backup, is really a third down back. The guy that they want to use out of the backfield to catch passes in open space. He had to become more of a runner. And I think that limited his effectiveness at doing what he does best. Amir Abdullah was drafted to be their lead runner. If they keep him healthy, that'll help the Lions offense in 2017. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Lady. Hey, under 10.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Corey Graham has everything you're looking for in a safety. The ability to come up and tackle, as well as play the deep zones.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Tight end. 4 down. Set. 260. 4 down. Shift. Left, lady. Let's go.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
That's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Watch twit. On the ball. Tight dog. Shift. Watch the shift. Easy. Shift.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Abdullah. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 37 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he cuts it. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 79 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And ready to go for another offensive series. Out comes Detroit, and a Detroit team that, boy, lost in the playoffs this year. Don't have a playoff win since 1992. But it was a tough end of the season. There were injuries involved. And I know you think that this is a crew that really could make some noise again next year, don't you?
I do, because I think they gained so much confidence this season, battling back from a tough beginning, working their way into where they looked like they had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future, and they feel confident about 2017.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Hey, I need one.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Stafford giving to his fullback Burton. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Time it's Abdullah. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Check.
Well run here, Abdullah. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we usually think about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Just go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Strong left. Hey, I need one. Check 26. Check 26. Right 80. Tag 50.
Stafford on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, Super Bowl 33 saw Atlanta take on Denver, and they were led, of course, by John Elway at quarterback. Here we are now with Super Bowl 51, and Atlanta back in the Super Bowl. This time, they get Tom Brady. They don't catch a break at the quarterback position, do they?
A couple Hall of Famers. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. That last one was in Miami. This time, of course, in Houston. We'll see if they have better luck this go-around.
Now, the one thing Atlanta has in their favor this time, probably the league MVP and their own quarterback, Matt Ryan.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 280. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Easy.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Abdullah. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A handoff to Abdullah. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Put puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On first down at Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's Stafford now on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Defense showing blitz. A toss to Abdullah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flex round. Come on, let's get round. Flex round.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Key to tight end. We got 4. Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll go again to McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, You almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll go with McCoy. And he cuts it back right. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, there's the danger of selling out on 4th and short. So many guys flood the line of scrimmage that you're left very thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. And they took big advantage of it there. Not just picking up a first down, but ripping off a huge gain on top of it.
Here we go. What? 9. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? 9.
Now receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Big 20, big 20. Hey, Red.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry now for McCoy. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run it with McCoy. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go. What?
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
Cut his left.
taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go.
And they'll run it with McCoy. LaShawn McCoy unable to get to the marker. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnover. Amir Abdullah. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 72 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amir Abdullah, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll give the Bills a first down. They come up with an offset eye. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Play clock winding down. To throw is Taylor. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is if they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defenses 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The play clock's running down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. This guy, he knows how to carry the football really well.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand.
If that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Taylor going to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week.